All right, join with me on Discord right now. We've got Valley and Casino, and we're going to talk about something really important today. Is like, who should you take to 6 red stars? So, Valley, give us the backstory. What happened on Friday?
All right, there was an offer that went out, and it was supposed to be 10 of those promotion credits for the 6-star characters. Well, it was for 7-star characters, and a few people bought it. It was retracted, and kind of to make it fair, what's happening, they're giving 10 of those 7-star promotions for your characters.
So I tried to buy this, and I got the error message. And so this, just to be clear, what this is that basically the resolution to this is, according to the post, is that they're going to give everybody these 10 pieces. So everybody is going to have the opportunity to take 2 existing 5-star characters to 6 stars. Casino, how much is that worth in money? Do you really think?
Yeah, I mean, we don't even have an exact amount. Like, it's not something they've ever sold, but I would guess somewhere around like $1,000.
Yeah. This was like the most broken thing. So explain to me why they couldn't just re-offer this package and why they're giving it to everyone. Because it would be very unfair to the people that bought this versus the people that just chose to opt out, because this would really hurt the free-to-play players if they didn't do it this way, right?
Right, I agree. And so that's my guess. We don't know exactly why, but a lot of people were suggesting like, oh, the fix is just put the offer back up. But then anyone who doesn't have $50 to spend on an in-game offer, suddenly there's this, dramatically wide gap between spending players and free-to-play players. So I actually like the solution they went with, because it's just a lot more considerate of the free-to-play players.
Right. So what we're going to talk about in this video is we're all going to get this through daily. They're going to give it out over time, right? Like log in for 10 days. Who knows how they're going to do this, but we're going to get these 10 gold tokens, and we're going to be able to take 2 existing 5-star characters to 6 stars. So Valley, what are you going to do with these tokens personally in your personal account?
All right. So there's a few characters that I have at the 5 red stars that are worthy of taking them. One is Captain Marvel, so I think that's a likely candidate for me. The other one that I was looking at that I have the 5 red stars is Human Torch, and I'm not sure now that the full Fantastic Four is going to be farmable. That might be another candidate, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that second one.
Okay,
maybe.
All right. So what are you going to do with yours, Casino?
So I have 4 really good options. I think I know the 2 I'm going to go with, but there's 2 others to consider. So I also have a 5 red star Captain Marvel, and 6 red star Captain Marvel would be great. I have a 5 red star Phoenix, so a 6 red star Phoenix would be amazing. So those are the leading candidates. But the other 2 that I'm thinking about, I got a 5 red star Ghost Rider, and Supernatural's my top team, and he heals based on the damage he does with his ult. So
okay, yes.
That'd be good. And then the other one is I have a 5 red star Thor, and if I can just have a giant Thor on my Asgardians, that'd be great. So
all right, so
I like all of those.
Here's
I like
my
all
answer.
of those. I like all of those.
So you do. Okay, so Casino's answer, all these answers are correct, and that is the reason why we can't say definitely do this. I want to tell you what my answer is. I have a 4 red star Captain Marvel, and I probably will do nothing, and I'll wait for her to become 5 stars, 6 stars. Tell me how broken, either of you can answer this question, a 7 red star Captain Marvel is on defense in Alliance War. Is that the most broken thing in the entire game, or what?
Well, I do want to answer this, but you've mentioned this a couple times, but I want to clarify it for people not listening. Again, it's good that you mentioned it, but so not everyone understands the elite shop where you upgrade.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't say anywhere in the game. So for anyone that doesn't know, you can only upgrade 1 red star up from whatever you have. So when Mobile Gamer says, I'm going to wait because my Captain Marvel's on 4 red star.
I'm going to have to either pull a 5 red star Captain Marvel or spend 300 silver tokens to take her from 4 to 5. Then I can use the 5 gold tokens to take her to 6. And I have to wait for her to be in the shop too. So this is like a 5-month plan, right? I mean, I think most people should do nothing is what I'm getting at.
Right, but a lot of people don't realize. They just think like, oh, I'm just going to take whoever to 6, and they don't realize they have to have them at 5 for them to show up at 6.
Right.
So
so if you have an existing 4 red star character randomly inside of the shop that I'm showing on the screen here, it will for 300 silver tokens, which takes forever to get, right? I mean, 300, I mean, even 50 takes a long time to go from 3 to 4. Then I could upgrade her for 300 silver tokens. Then I could wait for her randomly to show up again once she's 5 stars. And sometimes these characters will show up here for 5 golden stars. And then I could take her from 5 to 6. So I'm probably going to do nothing. I don't really like any of my existing 5 red stars in my current roster where I'm just going to wait. Does that make sense to both of you?
It does.
Yeah, definitely.
If
and I think FoxX...
there's no sense in forcing that something so valuable on a character that's mediocre, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no reason to spend it on someone who's not a good value. But I'm interested if Fox Next is like considering how this impacts their bottom line, because now people who have like a good 4, maybe they'll get more red stars to try to get them to 5 because they know they have that guarantee that they can then take them to 6. So
right.
That's Scopely next level thinking right there.
Yeah, and this is kind of a big deal. Being able to take, I mean, what's the damage? It goes from 35% to 50%, right? Or what is the boost on that?
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's 35 to 50.
It's a big, so like I'm looking at my 5-star Thor, which I might do, but I just don't use Thor that much. I personally feel this should be reserved for like absolutely damaged beasts like Black Bolt and Captain Marvel, or something like Mr. Sinister, right? That would be a good character to, where you really get a lot of value out of the stars, right?
Yeah, Sinister, you get excellent value on the red stars because all the clones have that amount of red stars. So yeah, Sinister is an excellent choice. I'm fortunate to already have him at 6, but I would strongly consider it if I didn't. And then you'd ask like how ridiculous Captain Marvel was.
Yes.
Captain Marvel just benefits in every way. Her damage is crazy, and then she heals for a percentage of her health, and she gets more health. So she just completely takes advantage of everything at her, and then her ultimate like adds 25% to every focus, resistance, and so this ups all that. So yeah, she just benefits from red stars tremendously.
Yeah, I don't know if either of you, I know Valley and I have come up against like 100K Captain Marvels. That's a one woman team right there. It really is.
Yesterday.
Yeah, you can stick her on any defense team, and that it's now a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean, you 100K Captain Marvel takes like a team synergy of like 250,000 just to beat her alone. Like if 1 versus 5 almost. I mean, she's nuts. And if you don't kill her, she's just going to heal back up, and you left a mess for the person behind you. So it is no joke. It might be even worse than that. Would you say it's worse than that, or is that a fair assessment?
I mean, I've seen a single Captain Marvel be responsible for like 20 defense wins. And then the other thing that people don't give her enough credit for is, as much of a nightmare she is on Alliance War defense, she's an incredible raid character because you don't have to devote any healing to her. She'll just heal herself. She has the Dispel. When she goes in her ult, she cleanses debuffs off herself. And she's just doing that constant AoE. She's an absolute top tier Ultima 7 character too, if you have a strong enough one.
Yep. She's something. She's a one-man army for sure. Now, there's some other characters that I have at 5 stars that I'm not really considering, and maybe you both can explain why I'm not really thinking about taking Invisible Woman or Shuri to 6 stars. I mean, the way that I look at this, if I'm going to take a character to 6 stars, it needs to be a character that I'm using in every single game mode all the time, and preferably I want it to be scary. Like, I'm scared of, in an arena, of a 6 red star Ghost Rider. I'm scared of a 6 red star Punisher or Black Bolt. Is this the correct? These are so valuable. It almost needs to be like that, correct?
I would say so.
I prefer the damage as well, but I mean, you look at both of those characters. Shuri, her healing is going to be based on her health, so the 6 star wouldn't be the worst thing to get. Invisible Woman, her barrier that she puts up on her allies is based on her health, so that wouldn't be the worst. But I prefer the damage ones as well.
Yeah, I got to tell you, we're all in the same arena shard, so we come across the same teams. There's a couple. I don't know if there's 1 or 2 like 6 or 7 red star Shuris, and I don't even flinch at those teams. But if that was a Black Bolt or even a Phoenix, I would be like, ooh, I don't know if I can do that. You know what I'm talking about, right, Casino?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for me, the reason I gravitate towards the damage is because the defense tends to like stall out a fight. So if you get a big healer or a big support, it makes the fights drag on. But for things that are competitive, like Arena or Ultima 7, where the nodes are timed, or a war match, like being able to just stay in the fight, it doesn't always mean you win. So if you can just blow them up and get in, blow them up, get out, that's better. And it's also like more opportunity to backfire if there's a really strong damage dealer on defense. You miscalculate one thing, or one offense down doesn't stick, or one defense down doesn't get removed, and then you just get blown up.
Right. So I want to wrap the video up with this thought right here is this mistake right here kind of blows my mind how it happened, but I want to give credit to where credit's due and say Fox Next did the right thing by shutting this down and giving it to everyone, because this would have massively disrupted the game if only the people willing to spend $50 were able to buy that. Do you agree with that? I mean, I think it was actually, considering that it went down the way it did, they did the right thing for the free-to-play players by letting everybody get these 10 gold tickets, right?
I will say I'm very pleased with how they handled it. And some people I've seen like responding to this like, oh man, just unbelievable, Fox. You believe these guys? Like, what a joke. And I'm like, this is great news. As soon as I saw that offer, I was like, excellent. We're all getting something.
Yeah. So I really hope you liked this video today, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you will be getting for free in your account, not a scam, 10 gold promotion credits, right? I mean,
that's not a scam.
It's not a scam, actually. It's the first time you're actually going to get that. But understand, it's just for liking this video. Just for liking this video.
And we will check.
This is not a scam. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.